Pete here from Syngenta again. I'm talking about some top tips now for rodenticide and good rodent control. Tip 1, results of our inspection. We're not just treating an area where the rodents are, we're actually treating an environment. We have to look around behind us and outside the property lines of where possibly the rodents can be coming from. So we are treating an animal and a species of pest that is actually involved in an environment, not just a problem around a rubbish bin or a drain. Tip 2, species identification. Whether it's mouse or whether it's rat, or when it's a native rat. We can't treat native species. The differences then between Norway rat and Radis behaviour is understanding there's a big difference, so we really need to know about our biology and how these guys behave when considering baiting options for rodent control. Then tip 3 with bait. We've got to understand when we're using bait, what is actually best. Do we need a rat drink? Do we need a bait that is actually soft, or does it need to be a second effect or third feed kill? Understanding what we're doing is really, really important, and understand we are baiting, so we're actually trying to get these guys to eat this rather than the other food sources. So those alternate food sources in the environment need to be cleaned up and got rid of. As it says per label, all other alternate food sources should be removed so we get those rodents to actually be on top of the bait to get the control we actually need. In addition to that is also having a bait that has an anticoagulant or a reversal. So understanding that it's actually got an antidote for this anticoagulant is really, really important for the safety of off-target species. In case a dog does get involved in a bait, or in case some other person actually takes it up, understanding there are alternatives and there is a good option there to control the rodenticide as well as control the rodents. If we need to keep our bait fresh in sealed containers that are originally shipped in, that's really important to make sure we're not, getting anything else to taint that bait. Not having nicotine on our fingers or on our breath when we're doing it. So gloves are always essential to handling bait. And make sure we're not baiting, and this is what I do not like to see, is bait kebabs. Putting different baits of different brands or different flavors on the one rack or in the one station. It confuses the rats, and you may not be getting good uptake of the actual bait that's attracting them in there because of the physicality of that bait box. And one final option is always consider mechanical options. Removing that water source or that alternate food source and the access the animal can actually have to it, but also excluding them by putting door strip seals down, covering holes in walls and stuff that are actually gaining access, or if they're getting access through the roofs, making sure they're not actually getting in, and using mechanical options is really, really important for effective rodent control as well as using a good quality bait.